News from the Results Operations Centre, and that is where some of the disgruntled political parties are. We saw them protest inside of the centre yesterday, and interesting conversation I had, Stephen, with the EFF Dalimpofu, and he was saying that they're not going to join the legal action because the results would have to be declared first before they launch any kind of legal challenge. So it would be interesting to see how these developments unfold, both from the political parties who've announced intent to challenge the results, and hear from the IEC as well. He, of course, is going to speak to Lindiwe Zulu of the ANC. So reaction to the results continues on the streets of South Africa. Our reporter Gillian Pillay is in Kliptown, Soweto. Gillian, tell us what is happening there.
Very good evening to you, it's a piece. So we've actually moved locations now. And in the bustling streets of Vilakazi Street, a lot of historical value to these parts of Soweto. We managed to catch up with some ANC supporters here, but particularly from Zone 9. They strictly want to be labelled as Zone 9 ANC members. Although there's no real clear sign yet of celebrations, as you said, the elections is yet to be declared. The streets, and I think it's every Friday, I think it's quite busy. We're just going to get some reaction to what we see happening in Gauteng, a hotly contested province. For a second there, you know, it was hanging on to a nail's edge, but you do now have 50%. How do you feel, firstly, that the ANC seems to have taken Gauteng at this stage?
Yeah, no, we are very much comfortable that we have worked very hard, but I think first and foremost is to thank the residents of Gauteng for believing in the ANC, because the ANC will always be their home and remain their home, and we have a bigger responsibility than celebrating that the ANC government, after we win, because we are going to win Gauteng, must service the people of Gauteng and deliver their plight as of the manifesto that was presented by the president in our manifesto launch. So we are comfortable. We are not in a celebratory mood, but we are in a mood of service, that after these elections, we are indeed going to get our boots on and our overalls on and go and service the people of Gauteng, who have shown us the confidence that we still believe in the ANC, and the ANC will always be our home. And we've put work, and other volunteers of the ANC who've managed to go door to door, working with our people, convincing our people, but most importantly, committing to the people of Gauteng that the ANC is indeed going to deliver to their interests.
There was a lot of frustrations on the street pre-elections, and there's a lot of complaints around service delivery, and people want to know, how are you going to do things differently for the next 5 years? They've given you this mandate now that they want to give you another chance, and how are you going to win their trust over again? Looking at, for the past 25 years, the complaints and the disgruntlement and the frustrations from people in informal settlements, a range of issues that we saw playing out pre-elections.
There will always be issues in any administration. Like in a marriage, you will always face problems with your couple. But however, the ANC will always do what it has to do. But our situation in Johannesburg is quite unique, because we have a leadership or an administration that is a minority government that doesn't necessarily do the thing that it's supposed to do, and it directly reflects on the ANC, because people think the ANC is still in government, the ANC is still in the municipality. But in Gauteng, the Gauteng provincial government has been doing what it has to do in terms of services, in terms of the competences of the province and the legislature. But in terms of the municipality, the people of Gauteng, and particularly the people of Johannesburg, have spoken that Johannesburg has to go back to the ANC so that they get the adequate services that they deserve, outside of what the minority government is doing currently.
Can you deliver realistically?
I mean, the work of the ANC speaks for itself. I don't have to answer that. You can go around and check. You will see the ANC is indeed delivering. It's not a question of saying, can they deliver? It's delivering.
I'm also talking here to Mam Pinky Ngube. Ma, your feelings at this stage, the way the results are looking?
I'm very much happy that you are now beyond 50%. And yes, we had that doubt in terms of how it was going up and down. But because of we've traversed the whole Zone 9, we've taken the issues of the people. we've been getting door to doors, and those issues that we have found from the people that they want, we are going to ensure that we put plans in place in terms of addressing them. Also, we're going to be guided by our manifesto that talks about many things, about anti-corruption, about safety, about a lot of things. And we've delivered also many schools, state-of-the-art schools. And we are recommitting to our people that they have also shown that they do trust us. Hence, the statistics are going up.
That was Mampimki Ngube and just some of the other ANC cadres here from this area saying that them having 50% at this stage is a vote of confidence from South Africans, wanting them to get that chance to prove themselves again, and them promising now that they're going to deliver. Tsepiso?
All right, thanks a lot for that, Gillian. Gillian Pillay in Orlando West. And we'll take you back to Stephen, my colleague who is at the